And
Eric Croft.
Becky is one of our newest members of the panel. And she'll be sharing a lot of what she does. Flavor profile analysis, what is it? What do we do? Flavor profile analysis actually was developed for the food and beverage industry in the 1940s. We at MWD started doing it in the 1980s because basically we wanted to, what do consumers taste in the water? What do they smell in their tap water at home? And so what we do is we actually sit down, there goes my voice, and we actually smell and taste the water before you guys get it. We have 5 treatment plants at MWD, and we taste all the water from there. And we also taste, well, we smell the water from the reservoirs before it gets to you, because we want to make sure that you guys get the best tasting water possible. You let Becky take over. That's my voice.
As you know, the water is treated, as you learned, as you went through, we make sure the water is clean and healthy before it goes out to you. But even if it's clean, it might still have a smell or a taste. You turn on the tap and you think, oh, what is that? You're not going to want to put that in your mouth. So that's part of our job here, is to make sure that it tastes as good as it really is. So we smell for different things. This chart here shows different things that we try to smell for in the water and taste. As she said, the food and beverage industry has used this technology for quite a while. Everything you eat, everything you drink, someone has the job of sitting down and analyzing and adjusting the recipe so that it's something that you're going to want to eat or buy, more importantly in their point of view. But one of the things that we smell for is, we'll give you a sample of, it's, these are all the same. Just go ahead and sniff it. When you open it carefully. Some people are more sensitive.
Don't open these and go.
Yeah.
Like that.
Think of a descriptor though. Think of how do you describe this?
Think about
How
what it
would you
reminds you
describe
of.
that smell?
And ooh and icky.
Wet dirt.
Wet dirt.
A really good descriptor.
I think they're all the same thing.
Yeah, they're all the same thing. They're all the same thing.
But in our training, we go through hours and hours of training to be able to identify things. I'm sure you've gone into the store and you pick up a candle and you smell it. Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's
What does it smell like?
Yeah.
That's what we learned how to do, to identify the things that we're smelling.
You're happy.
So this is actually, I heard dirt, I heard, I don't know what it smells like.
Smells like a chemical.
I know. This is actually a compound that we actually analyze for and we taste for. It's called 2-methyl-isoborneo, or MIB, not Men in Black, MIB. And it's actually a byproduct of algae.
Let me interject here. I mentioned a couple minutes ago about how the organic chemists test for things that have big long names. 2-methyl-isoborneol is one of the organic chemicals that the organic people test for. And like Peggy said, this is actually, and here's where that crossover between the groups comes again. This compound is produced by algae, which is what the people in microbiology are looking for.
Right. So it's all interconnected.
Yeah, so it's all interconnected. Yeah, so I just want to invent.
How many people have fish tanks or have smelled a fish tank or something like that? Yeah, if you smell this, think of fish tanks. Or how many people are familiar with Pirates of the Caribbean? Have heard of it? Have been there? Okay, when you go there and you go down and it smells like a cave, and, you know, it's dark and everything, they're actually putting this into the air. They're putting MIB in the air so it smells like a cave. Disney uses a lot of odorants to make you think, if you've ever, like, it used to be where there was, looked like fire, they would also put odorants in the air. So this is a part of, when I first started working here, I didn't expect to be a trained professional taster. And I know Becky didn't either. Susie is also on the panel. And this is something that we came in to do a certain job here, but now we learned this whole new technique which they use in the perfume industry. I have a friend who works in the ice cream industry. The food and beverage industry uses this. So this is something in a science field that you don't think of when you think of becoming a chemist or an engineer or a microbiologist. And all those people here, even the people in the front office, they're all on the panel. And so this is something we're all trained to do. So not only can we be a chemist or whatever, we can also be a trained flavor profile analyst. So you never know what new things are going to happen to you when you go into science. And then we were also talking about just the technique itself.
The technique is interesting because, like I said, sometimes you smell something you don't really know how to identify it. You don't have it. You go, ooh, I don't like this. But the wording is important because that's what helps us to be able to identify what's causing the smell or the taste. We give it an intensity, so if there's a little bit of MIB in the water, a little, not so much MIB, but chlorine, different things in the water, most people understand that's necessary part of the water, but if you turn it on and you can't even get it close to your face, you're not going to want to drink that. So as we sit down as a panel, we all identify what we smell, how intense it is, and then we talk about it. Well, is this acceptable to the public? So if it's not, then we let people know and they make adjustments.
We're going to show